So as you can see, there is a totally blank wall behind me. I'm going to use it to help you understand how feeling is the secret to getting that experience you want in life. I'm making this video because this way of seeing the world and my reality has dramatically changed my life. And I'm hoping that something in this video resonates with you so you can have that same shift as well. We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. We see it filtered through our belief system. So as you see here, nice and clean, nothing on it. But if you have a belief about yourself that you're not good enough, it could be expressing this way. So nothing changed to the wall, but suddenly there's a lot of things projected onto it. If you're looking out into your life right now and you have a belief that you're not good enough or that you're going to be abandoned, well, you'll find people, circumstances, and situations that agree with you. This brings up Neville Goddard's "Everyone is you pushed out." Everyone is your beliefs about yourself pushed out. They'll meet you there, they'll agree with you, or you could say that they are treating you the way that you treat yourself. So it's not about these outside circumstances, because you know that the wall was totally clear of all this stuff before. And when the belief filter got projected onto the wall, it's not about the wall. It's about the source. Whatever it is that you believe, whatever it is that you assume, that's what you're going to have access to. You're going to find people, circumstances, and situations that align with that same level as you feel yourself to be. So the feeling, and we'll talk about a state of being. A state of being, according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, is how you think and how you feel. It's going to create your electromagnetic impulse, your signature that's going to send out into the universe, right? You could also say this is a level of your consciousness. Now, again, if we put that back on the wall and you see this, right? This is who you are being. This is the feeling you have. So that feeling is going to give you access to what you are projecting out in there. That's what you're going to keep finding. How can you shift your feelings so that you can start seeing these kind of things? How can you get this? How can you shift that feeling? Let's talk about it. How can you go from the experience that you're not wanting to have anymore to creating and using the feeling to guide you? Something that really helped me was realizing, oh, the feeling I'm having right now is what is producing the circumstances in my life. It's already working. At first I thought, oh, it's something I have to start doing, that I have to learn the secret to feel. I was already feeling, and it was already producing circumstances. All I had to learn how to do was let go of the feelings that I no longer wanted to manifest from and shift into the feelings that would produce the experiences that I wanted. So how do you do that? You have to start becoming aware of what you're feeling. What are you thinking? What meanings are you giving different situations? If somebody doesn't call you back, if somebody lets you go from a job, do you put a meaning and insert it to be something about you? I'm not good enough. I always fail. People always leave. As you start to become aware of the meaning you're placing on that, you start to be aware of the feeling you're actually in. When you can start letting go of the ideas that it's about you, that can help you dissolve the belief that you're not good enough. And ultimately, and this comes from Gabor Mate, as a child, if you did not get your needs met emotionally from your parent, if they were emotionally unavailable, if you felt like you had to be somebody else in order to get a connection, you could feel unconsciously unwanted. And if you feel unwanted, you will spend your life trying to compensate. Understanding that whatever happened when you were a child had nothing to do with you, that it wasn't what you lacked, and that's why you didn't get your emotional needs met. The people around you did not have the emotional skills and the space to meet your emotional needs. So as an adult, if you can reason on why you even felt not valuable or unworthy, the people around you didn't treat you a certain way, you are then projecting onto that wall of reality that you're not good enough, that those people find you not valuable. Well, you're echoing an old belief that was taught to you, it was shown to you. Painful, absolutely. Those are consequences of people not dealing with what they had to do. We're not blaming them, but it is very, very important that we give a voice to the needs that were not met in you and realize it had nothing to do with you why your needs weren't met. It had nothing to do with you why you didn't have what you needed. If you can allow yourself as an adult to see your parents as adults also who made mistakes, who didn't quite have all the things that they needed, and they're good people and they tried really hard and led you to believe certain things about yourself, you can let those things go. You can allow those old beliefs to dissolve and realize you've always been valuable. Whatever's happening in your life right now is not showing the potential of who you are. It's not any indication of what you have to offer. It's simply showing you what you believe to be true and what you're feeling from, what you feel about yourself to be true currently. That can change. As your circumstances start to change, because your inner world changes and you allow yourself to see the truth of yourself and for that to be reflected. A lot of times too, like I would go around trying to work really hard and do these different things. I had to really look at the idea that I actually wasn't emotionally available to receive. So that's something I actually have to work on, to continually expand, to receive. It's comfortable for somebody to give me a compliment or for somebody to treat me really nice or to say nice things about me. I have to have that expansion of receptivity inside of me, or it doesn't resonate. A lot of times you might manifest something and it's short-lived because inside it doesn't quite feel natural. So as you start to let go of the idea that anything you did was why you didn't get your needs met, you can let go of those feelings of not good enough or feeling guilty or feeling ashamed. And as you do, it leaves space for you to create new feelings, for you to start to practice that new state of being. And yes, that experience you want right now actually might feel uncomfortable. That doesn't mean you're not good enough. That doesn't mean that it can't happen. It simply means it's unfamiliar. And anything that's unfamiliar at first might feel uncomfortable, might feel a little scary, and that's okay. Practicing, because your body, your subconscious, which is your body, does not know the difference between a vivid imagination and actually experiencing it in your life. So if you can sit in meditation or stillness and practice those feelings inside of you, you can start to open and expand your perception, find situations that are actually called disconfirming experiences, which are essentially disproving the past. The more and more you do this, the more you can step into feeling it before it's projected. Because remember, what you'll find on the wall of reality is coming from inside of you. If you're not having those feelings yet and starting to dissolve the old ones, you're going to keep finding the past and you're going to think it's you, but it's not. It's just an echo of what somebody taught you or what they believe to be true about themselves. And as you learn to differentiate who you are according to you, you step into your true power. Realize that you do not have to wait to feel what it is that you want to experience. You do not have to wait for that thing outside of you that you're wanting to experience that emotion. You can start understanding what it is. Is it joy? Is it happiness? How can you start to allow that feeling to be inside of you now so that actually the opportunity aligns with how you're feeling? It will start making more sense and feeling natural. A really powerful thing you can ask from a book I've recently been reading, which is this one right here, I'll put a full picture on the screen, is what is the essence of what you're wanting to attract or manifest or experience? If it's money, what is the essence of having that money? Because having a room full of money, that's not what you want. You want that money to do something for you. It's going to bring you something. For me, it's satisfaction. But I can get satisfaction when I do a really hard job, or when I do something that I didn't think I could do, but then I do it, or when I spend time with friends, or when I go and exercise my body, or it goes on and on and on. It's not just about money. It's not just about relationships. The more you can understand what is the purpose of this experience. If it's a relationship for you, what is the end purpose? What is that outcome? What is the essence of the outcome? The more you can tap into that, the more you can really siphon out the emotion, that feeling you're wanting. Feel that feeling now. You'll be able to start seeing the world through that lens because you already feel it. You don't need it. And as long as you need something, you lack it, and you're going to feel inside that feeling of without. And so what are you going to project outside on that wall of reality? An experience of not having it, because that's what you're feeling. So the more and more you tap in and realize, oh, it's about the feeling inside because that's the lens I'm looking through. As I start to clear that up, let go of the old lens, throw those glasses out, and put on the new lens, I will find what I am already feeling inside of me. Now that you understand a bit more about how the feeling is a secret, this video right here is going to show you how you can start feeling the feeling now. I love y'all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.